You guys want to see a magic trick?
I play medic quite a fair bit, and every time I'm using the quick fix, I get griped at for not using the stock medigun. Oh, see right here, buddy boy. The stock medigun is the best medigun. If you use anything else, you're gonna lose. Now, hold on to your horses there, you stock purist. You and you competitive gremlins have had enough time trying to bury this thing because it doesn't fit your meta. In my opinion, the quick fix is a very powerful, hideously underrated side grade to the stock medigun, if not an even more influential alternative when in play. And here's why. How could the quick fix possibly ever outshine the stock medigun? Well, for starters, it's better at keeping multiple people alive for longer periods of time. Just to refresh your memory, the quick fix is a medigun that heals your target 40% faster and builds ubercharge 10% faster over the stock medigun. Its ubercharge triples your healing rate and completely nullifies movement impairing effects. You can also mirror the blast jumps and shield charges of your healing patient. And what is the cost for this?
Phenomenal cosmic powers!
50% less overheal, and an ubercharge that doesn't grant up to 8 seconds of invulnerability. There are several other things the quick fix does that aren't mentioned in the stats, so let's get started. First off, we have that 40% faster healing rate. The stock medigun heals at a base rate of 24 health per second. The quick fix heals at about 33.6 health per second, or roughly 9 more than stock. This doesn't sound like a lot, but when it comes down to raw healing time, the quick fix heals players 2 to 3 seconds faster from near zero health. So how is this beneficial? In general, a faster healing rate widens the medic's main balancing bottleneck. He can only heal one person at a time, but the quick fix's faster healing rate lets you rotate heals more quickly. This keeps more health pools topped off, ultimately boosting the longevity of your entire team. And the strongest adversary that someone can face in TF2 is a fully healed player. The longer it takes for you to bring someone down, and the more likely you are going to die. Spread this out over an entire team with increasing frequency, and well, you got one tough nut to crack. Not to mention, all mediguns have what is known as crit healing. If a player hasn't taken any damage within the past 10 seconds, they will be healed at the base rate of the medigun being used. Between 10 and 15 seconds of not taking damage, the healing rate ramps up from 1 to 3 times that of the base, following a simple linear function that caps after 15 seconds. The stock medigun heals at 72 health per second, and the quick fix heals at a whopping 100 health per second. Looking at the healing times again, and well, that's fast. That's all I got. It's fast. And hey, come a little closer. I got a secret to tell you. If that wasn't fast enough for you, let's talk about the ubercharge. When you get a quick fix uber, you basically just got your fully powered armor suit. What do you get when you pop a quick fix uber? Your healing rate jumps to 300%, or 3 times that of normal, letting you dish out a whopping 100 health per second. You yourself are healed at 100 health per second with overheal, letting you tank a lot of damage to keep healing your team. You are granted with 100% knockback resistance against all sources, making you impossible to push away. Don't even get me started on the quick fix's Uber charge. Medic elitists always call for the stock Uber because they claim, oh, it's the best and only option. The quick fix is too weak. Sure. You and your healing target aren't invincible for 8 seconds, but you are still pumping them and yourself with 100 health per second, if not more when crit heals are active. This turns you and your healing patient into a massive damage sponge. Sponges that can only be taken down with serious focus fire from the enemy team. But here's the thing, the quick fix's Uber isn't about tanking the enemy team head on with your patient. It's about keeping your entire team alive so you can push out as a group. The beautiful thing about the quick fix's Uber is that you can flash heal multiple teammates en masse. This means you can heal as many people as you want, so don't be afraid to spread the healing around. This is an incredibly powerful tool in situations where your team suddenly took a lot of damage, either during an enemy Uber push, a soldier or demo bomb, failed push or hold, what have you. Fewer teammates go down and they can go right back into the fray. Oh, wait, hold on a moment. I'm getting some information buzzed into my ear right now. Yes, we have a late breaking story. I forgot something. Your Uber charge builds 10% faster and is always building at the maximum rate. Most players don't know this, but with all mediguns, your Uber charge builds slower if your healing patient's health is above 142.5%. from whatever source. But with the quick fix, this slower building rate never happens. You can only overheal someone to 125% of their base health, meaning you will always be building Uber at the highest rate possible, even when pocketing someone. So you can cycle more quick fix Ubers more often to counteract more pushes from the enemy team.
But wait! There's more!
And of course, let us not forget my favorite stat on the quick fix, full knockback resistance when Ubered. This greatly boosts the quick fix's seemingly weak offensive potential. Not only are you dishing out a massive amount of health, but you can hold your ground or gain ground because the enemy team cannot push you back. A fresh install pyro can't just walk at you and spam air blast to completely shut you down. Explosions, built-in knockback, and bullets don't toss you around. Sentries can't push you back. The Natasha does nothing, and best of all, the Scorch Shot doesn't fuck you by locking you in place. God damn, I love this thing. It's such a huge fuck you to the main things that stop a good push. You can just waltz right into a fight and not worry about getting denied. Now, one of the biggest arguments I see in favor of the stock medigun is that full overheal is something that is too strong to sacrifice in favor of faster healing. To counteract that point, here is something interesting to note. If someone is being actively healed by a quick fix, they will almost always be able to tank more damage than someone being healed by the stock medigun, simply because of the faster healing rate. I say almost always because there are two exceptions. First, in some cases, a player with full stock medigun overheal can tank more damage at close range. And two, your healing patient can tank more burst damage with a stock medigun's overheal, but not by much. Your healing patient can soak up an additional 25% of their base health with a stock overheal over the quick fix, which is, at most, 75 health. But that's just for a heavy. That boils down to about one rocket, one pipe, one shotgun shot, etc. I mean, it can make the difference between life and death, but if that additional burst damage is over 25% of the healing patient's base health anyways, it doesn't matter what medigun you are using, they are just going to die anyways. But in short, you do sacrifice some offensive capability when you are using the quick fix, because you can't tank high burst damage or high close range DPS as often as with a stock medigun. And this is a fair trade-off considering what you get in return. On that note, this video wouldn't be complete without acknowledging the fact that, yes, you can still die when using a quick fix Uber, so long as the burst damage is high enough. A charged sniper headshot can take you out. A spy can still backstab you. A charging demo knight can crit you. So, watch out for these. A good eye can keep you safe, so keep your wits about you and pay close attention to the enemy team when using the quick fix. In my opinion, it's a fair trade-off to make for how influential this medigun can be. While you will have a harder time punching a hole in a strong defense, you can still give your team the momentum it needs to keep pushing forward. And that's all that I think needs to be said. The quick fix is a viable side grade to the stock medigun because 1. It makes the medic better at doing his job. You heal more quickly, which lets you keep more teammates alive for longer periods of time to keep the fight on. 2. It's objectively better in most healing situations in comparison to the stock medigun, aside from dealing with high burst damage or high DPS. And 3.
And the third point I am going to add in post, because when you edit something as long as this, you tend to catch things you would have liked to have added when you are 95% done. The takeaway point that I want to leave off with is that the quick fix is an underrated medigun. It's very effective at healing and makes for some interesting gameplay. And on top of that, it's well balanced. You get all the aforementioned benefits at the cost of situationally weaker offensive capability. More often than not, the type of people that I see complaining about the quick fix are the ones that treat its Uber as if though it were the stock medigun's Uber. They pop the quick fix Uber, run in, they die, and they go, oh man, this weapon sucks, I don't want to use it anymore. You don't treat a Kritzkrieg Uber or a Vaccinator Uber in the same way you would treat a stock medigun Uber, so why wouldn't you treat a quick fix Uber as its own thing? You gotta use it right. Save those quick fix Ubers for when you know your team is about to take a lot of damage. Save it, pop it, keep as many health pools topped off as much as possible, and keep as many people alive to keep them in the fight. That's about it. Hopefully I shined some much needed light on the presence of the quick fix because, frankly, it deserves it. Peace out.
Come on,
Oh,
man.
yes! Yeah!
Oh my god.